Hi, I'm Jarrod Fry, General Manager of MedinaTV, and I want to welcome you to this year's edition of Candidates Forum.
Hi, I'm Jaclyn Ringstmeier, Executive Director of the Greater Medina Chamber of Commerce, and we are once again pleased to partner with MedinaTV to bring you this voter education series.
The views expressed by the candidates in these forums are not those of MedinaTV or the Greater Medina Chamber of Commerce.
All candidates in contested races were invited to participate. These interviews are meant to be informational without endorsement from MedinaTV or the Greater Medina Chamber of Commerce. Please enjoy this year's Candidates Forum.
Joining us in studio now is Natalie Disalvo, and she's running for City Council at large, one of the at-large seats. So Natalie, thank you for joining us here today.
Thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome. First, why don't you start off and just take a few minutes and tell the voters a little bit about yourself?
Well, I am a resident of Medina for the last 22 years. I have been a teacher since 2001 as a substitute both here in Medina and Brunswick. And then I got a full-time teaching position in 2007 in Cuyahoga Falls, and I'm currently at Kent McKinley High School as a teacher, and I've been there for the last 6 years.
Okay. Well, great. And for starters, I guess, for people that may not know, kind of explain what the role of City Council is.
Well, the role of City Council, as I see it, is that we are there to help the city define what the economics of the city are going to be going forward, what the fiscal responsibility is going to be, and how we're going to help the citizens to understand what it is the city wants to go forward with their vision, how it's going to look for the citizens of Medina.
Okay. And then in particularly the seat you're running for, the at-large seat, kind of explain a little bit about that.
So Council at Large represents the entire city. I don't represent any one particular ward, which I think is great because that way each ward actually has 3 council representatives because there's 2 council at large plus their ward representative. So I think it gives the council at large a really great opportunity to get to know all areas of the city and what the constituents are looking for.
Mm-hmm. Now, as you look to run for office, if elected, are there certain issues or priorities that you would like to focus on?
I believe that I would have to have some listening sessions along with the other ward members when they have their ward meetings to find out really what the citizens want. Mm-hmm. I would like to make sure that all the beautiful areas of Medina stay that way and that we expand that beauty to some of the areas that haven't necessarily been updated as much as like our downtown, our gorgeous downtown area has.
And then I guess as you go into the role, how do you feel with adversity? Because obviously in an elected position, you might have a viewpoint of how you would like to see something proceed, but you're also representing the constituents who, those that agree with you is a lot easier to handle than those that may not agree with you. I guess how do you handle situations like that where you're going to deal with constituents that may not approve of what you're doing? Who
are unhappy with a vote that I might do. I would want to listen to what they have to say and take into account what their viewpoints are, but really have the hope to have them embrace what the big picture is rather than the minuscule view that they may be supposing. And not to denigrate that in any way, shape, or form, but I think it's important to look at whatever decision is made as a whole.
Mm-hmm. And in the same regard, if elected, how about your working relationship with fellow council members?
I have been involved outside in my working life with building leadership teams, intervention teams. I've done a lot of different positions as part of a team, and I think I would have no problem working with any of the council members.
Mm-hmm. What do you think are some of the challenges that Medina faces during this next term if elected?
Well, from what I've experienced with my own mother who's aging and who is living here, there's not a lot of places for elderly to live that really offer them some really nice supports, but still give them some independence. So I know that we have an aging population, and I'd like to see that we have additional supports for the elderly, whether that's transportation. I know there's the Council on Aging, so I know they do a lot, but I'd like to possibly see that expand.
And then I guess what would you see as the biggest cost in city government right now? And I guess in the same breath, do you feel that Medina's budget is currently healthy?
I'm going to answer that second question first.
Sure.
Yes, from everything that I've been able to see, I think that the budget is on track, and pretty much everyone's been fiscally responsible over the last several years. And as far as what we would spend the money on possibly going forward?
Or how do you see as the biggest cost area now that is probably the biggest pull on the city? But I guess we could look at it that way too. Or where would you like to see money go with the city?
Okay, I would like to see money go towards working to retain our young people to stay here in the city because they leave. There's not necessarily housing for them available. There's not a lot of job opportunities within the city or within the county, that they seem to be migrating out. Not that Medina's not full. Medina's full. We're bursting at the seams. I know that. So, but I'd like to try to see more of our younger working couples, younger single people have a place to be and feel part of the community.
Mm-hmm. So what was the biggest drive that got you to run for this office?
I have been looking at politics for the last 20 years, with my own kids being in school and being a teacher myself. And I was contacted by a teaching association. They said, hey, these are the positions that are going to be available to run for. And I was like, I would like to see what I can do. Mm-hmm. And after Medina has given so much to me and my family, in terms of my children going to Medina High School, actually going to Medina City Schools, their entire K through 12, all three of them, I felt that I would like to try and give something back to the community and offer some of my community relationships that I'd like to see built.
And speaking of those community relationships, what do you feel you bring to this role that maybe other candidates don't?
As a teacher, I talk with parents, I talk with upset parents, I talk with upset children, I talk with other teachers who are having a bad day, and I feel that I'm a really good listener. And then I do try really hard to be a problem solver. So I think that's something that I could possibly bring to the table that might be missing.
Great. Again, we're speaking with Natalie Disalvo, one of the candidates for City Council at large. You've done a great job answering my questions I had for you. I want to give you an opportunity now, if there's something I missed or something you want to let the voters know, give you a few minutes to talk directly to them.
Okay, well, I would like to take this opportunity to ask for the citizens of Medina to take a look at what I've had to say and take a look at my campaign literature. And if you like what I have to say and you like what I stand for, I'd like to see you vote for me. I feel that I can bring a new vision and a new face to Medina City politics.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Natalie. Again, Natalie Disalvo, running for City Council at large. I want to thank you for throwing your hat into the political arena. That's always a difficult thing to do, and I always appreciate everyone that steps up and does that, and I want to wish you the best of luck this November.
Oh, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.